Hello everyone, I'm here today with a new process video. This is another one for my Chicago album. So this is a 6x12 pocket page album. And the style I'm working with today is actually all 3x3 squares. I have to be honest, this is not a style that I love, but I bought a pack of variety page protectors and one of the styles in there is all 3x3. So rather than waste it, I'm going to figure out how to use it. So I've already pulled some things together here. This is the same photo. It's just I cut it in half. So that's going to go in the top pocket there all the way across. And then I have a photo from the pub where I ate dinner that first night. And it was called the Elephant and Castle. It was a British pub. I had been doing some research online and I had seen it had good reviews, and then it was on the way between my hostel where I was staying and the theater where Hamilton was playing that night, where I was going for the performance. So it worked out well. I have a journaling card here that's just black and white. I had different colors going on here, so I didn't want to overwhelm a journaling card with more colors. So I think keeping it black and white is good. Plus then I have the receipt from the pub, which happens to be black and white. So those will match. And then for this is actually a 3x4 card, and I cut down the rest of it so that it would fit on a 3x3 piece of paper. So I just need to put those together, and actually that's probably all I'll do with that one. And then down here I have the last photo, which was my fish and chips. I figured if I was going to a British pub, I had to have fish and chips. So as I was looking at the receipt, at first I was trying to figure out if I should scan it and decrease the size so that I could fit it in. I don't need necessarily this part here, but I was wondering how can I fit all that in, so I thought I was going to have to decrease size. I'm actually going to change up what I was going to do, I think. I think I will cut it right here, and that will get me closer to fitting it into a 3x3. I may have to chop off the top just a little bit to get it to fit in there, but it should be the right size. Then I just need to figure out, do I want to put some cardstock or a heavier piece of paper behind it, or just put the receipt in as is? Clearly, this is not archival safe, but again, as I've stated in other videos, I'm not worried about this lasting 100 years. I don't even know that anybody's going to keep this when I'm gone. So I really don't care. So I may just put it in there just as the receipt, because it takes up, there's less bulk if I do that. So I may do that. And I do need to find some patterned paper probably for here. I am thinking maybe yellow, because I have the lemon, I have this. There really isn't any up here, but kind of. There's kind of a yellowy orange tint in there, but I just think it will keep with the color scheme, plus keep it bright and fresh and make it interesting. So I need to go into my stash and find that. So I did find something in my stash. I found this piece of paper. It's quite bright and it's busy because it's got a grid pattern, but look at that. That's almost perfect. It's a little bit off from here, but perfect to that. I've already cut it to a 3x3. Now the problem is I don't know what else to put there. I could do some of my food embellishments that I have, maybe a sticker. I don't know. So I'll have to work with that, but at least it gets me started. And the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to cut down this receipt and see how well it'll fit in there with just this and no extra paper. I just lucked out so much on this receipt because it was already 3 inches wide. So all I had to do was cut it here at 3 inches and it was perfect. And I noticed that it even tells me the name of my server, Kaylee, or Callie. I would assume it's Kaylee, probably. I love that it also tells me the date and the time at which I paid. So I think that's cool because it gives a lot of information and I didn't have to write any of it. It was all on the receipt already. So that's going in the pocket, and I doubt I'll do anything else with it. I have pulled out some food related things from my stash to see if there's anything in here that will work on this card, because it's blank. I need to fit something in there and make it visually interesting. So I'm going to take all these out, see what I have that might work, and just hope I find something. In that group of stuff, I found these chipboard pieces. These are from Allie Edwards. She did a recent foodie release. And I didn't buy everything, but I did buy these because I really liked the chipboard that she designed. And I think I'm going to use this piece that says "More of this, please." I love fish and chips. I love pub food in general. And so if I can find a good pub in any city where I travel, I'm probably going to be a pretty happy girl. And this green is slightly off from here, but I kind of like it, that it's darker than what you see here. It draws the eye and really adds some interest. So I think I am going to use that, and I'm just going to put it right in the middle here. So it comes with its own adhesive. You just peel off the back, which is awesome. Makes it a heck of a lot easier to attach it. And I think I'm just going to go like that, and it'll sit right there. When I was looking further at this layout, I noticed that there's red up here and red here, and it doesn't appear anywhere else really. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this card and just stamp a little bit of red, just maybe on a couple of edges to bring in that color. So I've pulled out my trusty old stamp set here from Stampin' Up. It's got this stamp in it, which I love. It's a go-to for me. And I've pulled out the Real Red ink, which I've had forever, but it still works. And I just want to do a test before I actually stamp to see if I just stamp once what it looks like compared to if I do 2 stamps, because what if I like the lighter version better? So I'm just going to ink it up here and go 1, 2. So let's see. I think I do like this one better. I think it'll be a slightly more subtle on the back there and not be overwhelming, because remember I said before, like, I didn't want it to be crazy when I've got some bold color already, but just a little bit, kind of doing the stamping away technique. I think that'll work out just fine. All right, so here's what my card looks like after I did the stamping, and it's just enough. I love it, and I don't want to add anything else to it, so that can go right in the pocket. I have everything in the pockets except the top photo there, and I'm thinking I might just do a little word strip somewhere up there, probably in red again to bring in a little bit of that, or white with red font maybe. So I'm going to go through my stash of phrase labels too and see if I can find anything that's either food related or something just about like exploring the city, you know, dinner out, having a good time, something like that. I pulled out all my labels that are grouped together that are red, pink, orange, and yellow. That's how I group them. And I found this one that says "Take a break." You could use that for anything, which is great. However, it's meant to be like attached on the left side, given where this is. But I'm going to change that because I want it over here. I don't want it to compete with the heart here. So I'm just going to cut off the edges and make it work for the photo placement that I have. And there you have it. I cut off the ends, changed the side of where the flag end was, and now I can use it. So I am going to just put some adhesive on there and attach it, and this one's probably done. Whoops. So I think I want it, I don't care if I cover up these people here. So I think I want it right here, somewhat off from the bottom, but not too far up. And then I'm going to put a mini staple in there as well, right there. Oh, you know, I think it was in my last video I did. I had a problem with this sticking again, just like I did with the previous one I owned. Now it's doing it again. I'm getting very frustrated. Do none of these work the way they're supposed to work? Do you guys have trouble with these too? With staples getting stuck in there? And they're the Tim Holtz brand too. If you know a brand that's not made by him that works in here and doesn't give you problems, let me know. All right, I got it to work again. It's in there, yay. We'll see if that continues to happen. There we go, it's all put together. So So here's a close-up of the finished layout. There we go. Another one finished for Chicago. Thanks for watching, everyone.